Namaste and welcome to the brand new episode of your very own show, ProStar Presents Music of Your Choice. It stars on Music of Your Choice, and we truly have a star with us today. So I think you guys must be following her already. So when I said her, I think you have a little idea. It's a she, Vanira. So let me take the pleasure to introduce, without any further ado, Miss Nepal Universe 2019, the very gorgeous and talented, a little combo of beauty and brains, Pradeepta Adhikari.
Hi. Hello,
How's
everyone.
it going?
It's going in a pace of rock and roll.
Okay, so you're enjoying the journey so far?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, यता आउनुभन्दा अगाडि हुन्छ नि, what did you have in mind? So, okay, यो हुन्छ आज हुन्छ नि. So, what was your imaginations like? We always make up scenarios in our head before we go somewhere. So, what was it like?
So for me, I think today was more about getting to know myself in interviews, because it's, I think, just my second interview that's going live. So I wanted to just experiment myself on how well I go with the conversation and with the host. So yeah, I'm just going with the flow.
Okay. So let me take back to your audition day. So let us tell us a bit about that, Anthony. The fun fact, and how nervous were you? How was it like meeting the judges for the first time? How high your confidence level was?
So the audition day was 24th of March. I got a call the day before. We were told to put on makeup and wear a knee-length dress. So I took out my, I'd imagined what I would wear on auditions 2 months before auditions. So I was all set, and and then I took that out and I prepped myself. So I had few books that I wanted to read, not books, like my quote books that I have, like journals. I went through them and I reminded myself why I wanted to go in this journey of Miss Nepal. I did that regime, I exercised in the morning, so I went. I was the second person to go in for the auditions. So before me was Sanskriti, she was contestant number 5. So I was not nervous because everything happened so instantaneously. I was like, I'm just going in. I didn't even have the time to process whether I was nervous or intimidated. It was just, त्यहाँ गएपछि चाहिँ बडो डर लाग्न थाल्यो कि ला जजेसहरु गोपाल सर इशानी म्याम मलिना दी
when they're right in front of you.
That was the time where I was like a bit intimidated, but after that, I guess getting to know them, the questions came along, and I was just very honest with what I wanted to do, so I was not very nervous.
Okay. So before we continue the conversation further, let us go to what's a musical break now. Enjoy the song. We will be right back. Welcome back. That was the first musical and commercial break on ProStar Presents Music of Your Choice. We are in conversation with the very gorgeous and talented Pradeepta Adhikari. So let me ask you a very cliche yet a mandatory question. Why did you decide to participate in a beauty pageant?
I've always...
You are a medical student, and all of a sudden, was a beauty pageant, Miss Nepal participate. How did you make up your mind?
So for me, it was not a big leap of faith that I took. So I've always been a student who has her hand in everything possible. Let it be sports, let it be dance, let it be organizing events. I've always been hands down giving my 100% in everything. So for me, beauty pageant was not a leap that was unexpected out of me, because even during my college, there was a small pageant that we hosted in our own college, which I'd won and organized the next year. So I think it was coming, So for me, it was not
part of the journey.
Yeah, part of the journey.
So what was your parents' first reaction when you said okay, I'm applying for Miss Nepal, Miss Nepal What was the first reaction?
I think my mom was more on board than I was. She was hands down my partner in crime in everything I did in the whole journey of Miss Nepal. So my mom was my central nervous system in this journey. My father coped up with the support. I think he didn't know what I was doing. He didn't know what pageant was, but he started following me, and then he watched the Live On and the Paradigm TV episodes, and he was so excited, more excited than I was. And yeah, so I had complete support of both of my parents.
Okay. So how different are you as a person now? Remembering Pradeepta maybe a couple of months ago and Pradeepta right now?
I think I'm more resilient. त्यो एउटा भनिन्छ नि, जे जस्तोसुकै चुनौती या कठिनाइ आए पनि म त्यसलाई पछाडि पारेर जिन्दगीमा अगाडि बढ्न सक्छु भन्ने एउटा भावना चाहिँ भित्रैबाट आएको जस्तो लाग्छ. आत्मविश्वास पनि बढिरहेको जस्तो महसुस गर्छु दिन प्रतिदिन नै.
Okay.
हजुर.
So was this the crown you were expecting? Was this the crown you're targeting? Because I know a lot of contestants, okay, this is the crown I want, this is the position I want, and it's what you said, when you got something, they already have this set on their mind. So was this the crown you were expecting, or what was it like?
I think the very first day of my auditions, it's out on YouTube as well, that I was not expecting Miss Universe Nepal crown, but I wanted to just take my flag in world stage, or in international platform, and
represent
I said, represent my country, and that's the biggest dream that I hold in myself. But I thought, because my field was different and I wanted to do beauty with a purpose a lot. But I guess, life takes turns, and it's because you're meant for something different. And and my purpose is still there, and my project is still there. It's a bit of curve that I'm pacing myself to, and I'm ready to take the speed.
Okay. Who is Pradeepta besides Miss Nepal Universe 2019?
A very disciplined, focused, doesn't go out, does not party, very studious, organized. I plan my day to the last minute. So very boring.
Boring. Okay. So already funny, haven't there been recent times when you just partied, went out, because already you need to socialize as well. So you need to just keep in touch with the public, and so you just building your PR, getting to know people, but that's very important. So I would say, don't you feel a need to socialize? Don't you think that I should be going out a bit? Obviously, don't you get that?
I'm being not a party person, I don't think so excludes me from not being social. I'm very social. I make conversation with everybody, despite of age, gender, different profession. I think I'm very social that way. But party ne garchu bhanne chai, it was never in my mind. It's never in my mind in the future pani.
Okay. So how much have you changed as a person, regarding on to maintain a particular lifestyle, and when people are always eyeing on you, so this is the standard I must keep up with, regarding your dressing, regarding your makeup, regarding everything, regarding whatever you do. So how much conscious have you become recently?
Past 2 months we've been trained to look a certain way, to be a certain way, and beauty queens do have a certain prerequisites to represent themselves, because you're not just representing yourself, you're representing a sash, you're representing a crown and a title. So for me, that's a responsibility. All of us have professional commitments, and I take it as my professional commitment. I'm someone who comes from military background, so I take my responsibilities very seriously. And I do my 100%.
Okay. So before going to a pageant अथवा केमा पनि participate गर्न अगाडि, you always see it. What is the checklist? के चाहिने रहेछ यसको लागि. So while making a checklist for yourself, how many ticks were there, and where were the areas you felt that you lagged behind a bit, and how did you cover that up later?
So the checklist I made was mostly, which I lagged on, was makeup. So I did a course, Makeup with Poo भन्ने institute छ कि त्यहाँ गएर मैले 10 days को लागि makeup सिकेँ. And I was like, okay, my social media is really drained. I have no pictures. In fact, my profile picture of Facebook is of 2013.
I thought I lagged behind.
So I was like, okay, I have to game up in my social media. So after that, I went for a photo shoot. And then I did photo shoots, and I started, updating myself on social media. So I think those were the two fields where I really had to work on. And I believe in learning, and working smart, not just working hard, but working smart. Okay. So I was like, I put that hands down faith on that line, and I just worked every single day ever since I started to prep.
Okay. So as soon as you were crowned Miss Universe Nepal 2019, a lot of followers must have increased instantly. So how was it like, kati थियो, and how much did it increase to, and how did it feel?
So for me, so I made my account public on April 5th. So I had about 200, 300 followers, and then before the finale, I had I don't know, about 8K, 9K followers. So finale ko time, we didn't have our phone either. So I just
didn't have a look.
I didn't have to have a look of my Instagram. So for me, that drastic change in itself was okay. Now I have to give more to the social media, people
are
family.
Looking up to you. They're
so
expecting from you.
That pressure was building up. Post picture, take pictures, take selfies. Which I'm not very used to, being very honest. I don't take selfies as much. Don't take pictures as much. So that pressure was building up. So for me, that was a change that I was happy.
Okay, so a bit about, I talked with Anushka as well about this one. So with all the controversies going about, okay, makeup garnu parcha, makeup garnu hudaina, you're naturally beautiful, no, you have to put on makeup, and all this debate going on everywhere. What is your personal say on this?
I very well agree with the fact, naturally beautiful, no makeup required. But I also don't take makeup to a very serious level where you define one's character and one's being by makeup. It's just a form of art, people enjoy, people learn. And I just think it's a form of art where you express yourself. Some people express it as their confidence. But for me, makeup was just, I loved having fun with. My Tulamamu is a cosmetologist in USA, so she used to send me makeup products since I was very young. So I used to play with makeup. So for me, makeup was never really, a serious factor that I had to learn.
It's just an art that you like to experiment with at times. Okay. So how hectic has it been? Because you're a student as well, and balancing all your professional, your personal life, and everything, student life. Katiko garo cha?
So for me, student life, say the hook, like I've not had the hook of it. Third year, I'm honeymoon year, okay? In the whole term of medicine, it's the easiest year.
Okay.
So we just have 2 papers, of forensic medicine and community medicine. So this is also the garo wala phase aako chaina bhaneर साथीहरु पनि don't worry, you've not missed out on a lot. You can cover up भन्ने खालको चाहिँ information साथीहरुले boost पनि गरिरहेछ.
On that.
Yeah. अनि प्रोफेसनल यतातिर यो जुन इन्टरभ्यू अनि मिस युनिभर्सको प्रेप चाहिँ इट्स स्टार्टिङ इट्स इनिसियल फेज हुन्छ नि त एक्टिभेसन एनर्जी बिस्तारै इट्स बिल्डिङ अप बट वन्स द प्लान एन्ड द स्केड्युल एन्ड अर्गनाइजेसन इज डन आई थिङ्क त्यसपछि चाहिँ आई वन्ट ह्याभ टाइम होला.
Okay. So yes, before we continue the conversation, for now let's head on to what's another musical break. Yes, you can call us up. If there's anything you want to ask or if there's anything you want to say, then hamle phone garna sakनुहुन्छ 4006533 and 4006534. 400653 र 400653. For now, we bring on to you another musical break on Music of Your Choice. Enjoy. We'll be right back. That really, really soothing song, and yes, we're in conversation with the very gorgeous Pradeepta Adhikari. Without any further ado, let me just continue with what I was saying. So, Pradeepta ko typical day se kasto huncha, a normal day. How does it start and how does it end?
So I wake up at 5.
Okay,
early bird. I wake up at 5 and then I exercise. I meditate. I take a shower and then I come back to my desk. It's my favorite place. And then I plan my day, and then it's usually filled of studying hours. I have to study like 6 different subjects last year, and there were a lot to study, so I had to schedule all of that. And almost all day, full day, padhai नै हुन्थ्यो. So त्यो हुन्थ्यो. In evening, I give some time to just myself. Sometimes I watch series to just laugh or to dance.
What's the recent series that you watched? Don't tell me GOT.
No, I don't watch GOT.
We match on that.
Never watched GOT, not even a single episode. I used to watch Friends. It's just 21 minutes long. So, and I know every dialogue of Friends. So if you just show me a clip of Friends, I would say which episode it is, what's the episode about. So that's how of a big Friends fan I am. So 20 minutes could break perfect, and it's not a cliffhanger. But the episodes are, it's just one and it's ended. So yeah. Friends.
Okay. So let's talk a bit about the Miss Universe journey, the international pageant. It's coming really soon, not that soon, but time flies. So last year, that lady, Manita Devara, she did really well. But why do you think representatives from Nepal who go to international pageants, despite of working so hard, they cannot really make it to the top level? And what different are you planning to do this year?
So for me, what I feel whenever it comes to international pageants and representing by an individual in that particular pageant, I feel it's not just a person who wins the entire title, it's the country that wins.
Exactly.
So it takes time, it's just been 25 years, the hidden treasure. In fact, it's the 18th attempt in international pageants, 3rd attempt in Miss Universe to be particular. So I'll be the 3rd representative, and to reach that scale, it's different because even they take their time to understand a country, their performance. So it's a huge scale of production. So it takes time for a country to guard their flag. But I think it has been proven by our previous Miss Nepals that we are worthy of winning the crown and winning the title. It's just that we have to have faith. faith and hope that time and you know bhagyale sath dincha bhanne euta ashako
It
sath.
comes to you when you work so hard.
Yeah, true.
So talking a bit about your training days and everything, there must have been times when you felt really down. Usma सक्दिन होला, maybe this is not for me भनेर feel भएको थियो होला. So any such day that you remember of, and how did you tackle that situation?
A very particular day where I felt I felt I cannot do this, it's too much stress. I think it was about prejudging day ko पर्सिपल्ट होला. So we were doing the pre-finale ko walk or suru bhaisakya थियो. We were choreography suru bhaisakya थियो. So त्यतिखेर everything is just like have reached its saturation level. हाम्रो hard work to our immune system, I think everything was worked up नै, because we've been working hard for a really really long time. And so त्यो बेलामा चाहिँ saturation point मा आइसकेको थियो जस्तो लागिसकेको थियो कि, अनि हामीले गाली पनि खाथ्यौं त्यो दिन because we were not doing the choreography the right way. So we were sent home early to just take rest vanera. So I think that day was the day when I was like, it's not as easy as I thought. Yeah, it's not as easy. Not for me, but it's not as easy as you think. You have to hustle more vanera khalko complaint bhanum na त्यति थियो.
So how did you cope up with that situation?
I think difficulties to everybody ko life ma in every phase comes along. Medical field ma pani ai nai rahunthyo. So for me, how I balance it out is I sleep, I wake up and I write down what I felt, and I exercise, and then after that everything is put into plate. So yeah.
Okay. So going a bit back to your childhood days, how were you as a child? How mischievous were you? And any fond childhood memories that you want to share with us?
So for me, my childhood was all over the place. I changed almost 8 schools in my entire school life. So I'm a daughter of an army officer who was posted all over the country. And so I remember studying in Ilam as well. So Fidim ko Suryoday English Madhyamik Vidyalaya pani huncha ni rato matoma hindai gaera padeko dekhi Rupees International School to Beijing. So I've been all over the place. So as a child I've been traveling a lot. I was not very mischievous, I think. Very boss girl ne bachai dekhi ekdamai leading stuff, debate, dance, any French play, elocution, anything. I would put my best effort in whatever competitions in my school. Alongside that, I was also someone who would be like, okay, I want to get full marks in maths,
okay,
which I never got. And so like pulling myself forward in every field I could. But yeah, so all over the place and working hard in whatever I could was my childhood. A fun memory I remember studying in Ilam. We used to take Nepal fruit cake lier janthyo ki, so it's easier to like tiffin ma snack jasto bhanera. Ani so the snack time ma the entire school used to surround me because fruit cake was something that they had never seen.
Okay.
So I had to distribute a little by a little to everyone around me, and I was like, Mamu, please bhuldekin malai chiura ra makai haldisyo. So the day later I went to my school, not even in a box, it's only in jhola ma chiura ra.
So that you don't get surrounded by the entire school.
So that I fit in and I camouflage in the mask. So yeah, that's a fun fact.
So, is there anything that you would want to change about yourself? Not change, but maybe improve.
Improve? I think I'm too serious at times. Okay. Yeah, I'm too serious. In fact, I think my early 20s, I'm 22, and my late teens, I've not done anything that teens and the youthful people, the youthful people do. I only remember books, debate tournaments, podiums, and more books. So yes, I feel I wish I could have relaxed.
Maybe now it's time to take a break.
Yeah, maybe.
Now that you have the crown on your head, maybe you should give time to yourself.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
So anyways, yes, we're having a wonderful conversation with the very gorgeous and talented Pradeepta Adhikari. And yes, for now, let's head on to what's a short musical break. We will be right back. Welcome back. That was the last commercial break on ProStar Presents Music of Your Choice, which implies to the fact that we're almost at the end for today. But before we wave you goodbye, the most fun part of the whole conversation is finally here. Personally, my favorite. I think you kind of got the idea what's coming next.
Yeah.
I'm going to be really nice to you. So I have a set of rapid fire questions.
Okay.
You have like 10 seconds to answer each. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm not roasting you. So you're ready? You need anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm great.
Okay. The first question says, Your recent crush.
My recent crush. Oh no, it's gonna take a while. Oh no, who's my recent crush? Could it be a girl? Girl crush, right? I think
Yeah.
Sophia Bajil. She's
Okay,
been my recent
okay.
crush.
The last song you listened to?
I think when I came here, it was not a bad thing.
Okay. Single or ready to mingle?
Single, forever single.
Not ready to mingle yet.
No.
The first thing you notice when you meet someone?
Their smile.
Okay. The song that's playing on your head right now?
The recent song that we just heard of Tristan
Mitchell.
Gurung. Yeah.
Okay. Pink, black, or red?
Red.
Okay. Your favorite Sash sister?
I think up to now, Rose Lama. I think she was very close to me ever since the auditions, and yeah, so Rose Lama.
Okay. Spill a secret about yourself.
A secret about myself would be that I can do a cartwheel.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I would have asked you to do it here, but I cannot ask you to do it. I'm
With
not going to
heels?
be so bad to you. Okay. One guilty pleasure.
Food.
Okay. Food mapani. What?
Any dessert.
Okay.
Anything sweet.
If you were to date someone of the same gender, who would it be?
Same gender. Of same gender. Wow, that's a tough question. Could it be a celebrity?
Of course.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Okay. Your biggest fear?
Biggest fear, I think of not finishing a particular goal in life, not ticking that mark in your to-do
the
list.
checklist.
Yeah, the checklist. Yeah.
Where would you go? You travel to Seditian on an adventurous trip alone.
Solukhumbu.
Okay. For a date.
For a date, I don't know. Where do people go on dates?
It feels like you're not really into dates and everything. Maybe we should hook you up with
Maybe you
someone.
should suggest. Come on, you could suggest me.
I don't know. What makes you feel that I know? I don't know. I think we can decide that later.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah.
Maybe. One piece of designer dress that you always want to wear. Which designer?
Which designer? Prabal Gurung.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you were to bring down a fashion line by yourself, what would it look like?
I think it would be very casual and comfortable. Yeah.
So we're almost at the end. I have a bunch of questions, but I think we don't have much time, so
Yeah.
I'll just keep it for later. So anyways, it was great having you here. I had a lot of fun talking to you, so I hope you had fun as
I had
well.
an amazing time. Thank you so much. I enjoyed a lot.
Okay, so anything you want to say to our viewers before you go? There.
Yeah, I would like to greet them and thank you for watching the show. Hope we entertained you enough, and do keep supporting us, the Miss Nepal, all the Sash sisters, and hoping for your love and support in the future as well. Thank you.
All the best for your upcoming journey, and we hope you just shine brighter and brighter in the days to come. Thank you so much for
Thank
being
you,
here.
Supriya. Thank you.
So yes, with this we come to the end for today. As I'm later, thank you so much for all your love and support. We will be back tomorrow, same time, same place. Till then, this is me, Supriya, signing off for now. Take care. Have a great evening. Bye bye.